Welcome to the Lazarus and Dangerfield compound. We are back together again.
We have to watch that camera
for another episode in the same outfits because we gotta keep it chronological
and keep it. Yeah, I kind of feel like we should have got changed.
Nah, that's fine.
It's been a week, man. It's really reeks now. So look at the stains.
Oh, no one wants to see your stains. So, what's coming up this week? What is coming up this week?
We are going to be planning diligently, recruiting a team to the compound, and then trying to take possibly the most lucrative heist there is. To steal your hearts.
I don't think it's going to work, but we can hope.
We can talk about people who did in 3 movies all about heists.
So we're going to go through Ocean's 11 with George Clooney and Brad Pitt, not the Rat Pack version, and then South Korean movie The Thieves, and finally
with Jun Ji-hyun.
Thank you.
And Kim Soo-hyun, and I should add a load more, but no.
And finally, Now You See Me with
Woody Harrelson.
Thank you.
Dave Franco, Isla Fisher, and Dewey McJuice.
Dewey McJuice.
Jesse Eisenberg.
I prefer Dewey McJuice.
We're not gonna have that because we're just gonna can. We support the Labour Party. Free Palestine. No. Yes. So let's start with
Ocean's 11. And
feels like a long time ago, doesn't it?
Yeah. Shall we begin with the cast of Ocean's 11? So we will go through the cast first because it is humongous.
This is the remake, by the way, not the original.
Not the. I've never seen the original.
Yeah, this is what we're about.
I'll read off the B-roll.
George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, Matt Damon, Andy Garcia, Bernie Mac, R.I.P.
Elliot Gould.
Okay. This is Casey Affleck, Scott Caan, and Don Cheadle. Are we missing anyone? Probably, but there's enough of them already.
So that's just reading off. Yeah, most of the main cast.
It does have an awesome cast.
It's got an awesome.
You've got Elliot Gould, who's from Friends. Scott Caan before Hawaii Five-0. Casey Affleck, who's now he's like a beast in Hollywood now, isn't he?
Anyway, so Ocean's 11 is about a group of criminals led by George Clooney and I would say Brad Pitt, who are going to do what hasn't been done before, which is steal from a Las Vegas casino. And that's basically what it is.
Oh, they're going to steal the vault, aren't they? They're literally going to take everything.
Everything from the vault.
Every last dime.
You're both of you nuts. I know more about casino security than any man alive. I invented it, and it cannot be beaten.
And that's basically what the movie is. It's about them coming up with the plan on how to do it and then enacting that plan. And you know what? It is a fun ride. I love this movie.
It's just slick, isn't it?
It's
just
super slick. Everything they do, everything Brad Pitt says or does is just cool. And the same with George Clooney. Like I say, it's slick, it's cool, and clever.
Yeah.
Really, really clever.
I was just going to say, I think it's the director has a lot to do with it as well, Steven Soderbergh. This film doesn't feel like it's aged.
No.
There's little bits of it.
Julia Roberts is in this movie.
We did say that.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I said just before Andy Garcia.
She needs saying again because she is lovely. She's like the only woman in this movie.
Yeah. And I think that's why possibly they did the remake, but because it is a guy there, the guys do the job. It's very smart. It's like Matt Damon is again one of his sort of roles. It's like it was after Bourne, but people are actually starting to take him seriously now, and yeah, it's the fact that there's 3 of them. and they're all good. I like the third one. I think the third one's great.
I really like the third one.
The second one I wasn't so keen on, but this, like, the soundtrack's awesome. The
That's what I was gonna
soundtrack,
say.
it's really.
The soundtrack plays a big part in this movie because it is just a cool,
bass guitar.
funky
Slam the bass.
Slam the bass. It is just a very cool, funky soundtrack. Lots of bass, lots of cool drums, lots of bongos.
Just very like funk, jazz funk.
Yeah. All right, here's how we'll begin. First task, reconnaissance. I want to know everything that's going on in all 3 casinos, from the rotation of the dealers to the path of every cash cart. I want to know everything about every guard, every watch.
That kind of...
and it worked. It fits the film, and that adds to the feel of the film and everything that they're doing. And that's what it's what makes it kind of cool and funky.
There's a lot of authenticity to it, and also like you could tell this was a big budget. Look, they had I put down they had Lennox Lewis versus Klitschenko, who were like, or now they're both retired, but they were big, huge draws in boxing. They were world heavyweight champions, and you had people at the time who weren't. What happened to these guys? So Rusty is like basically before Danny kind of comes up with the job, he's just like teaching like Hollywood movie stars to play poker. And he had like, there was Topher Grace, Joshua Jackson, Shane West, Holly Marie Combs, Barry Watson. I don't know the last 2, but I know that obviously he had Dawson's Creek and that 70s show, and these guys were like really big. Yeah. Topher Grace is like 40 something.
So in that way, the film does show its age because you.
Trump Plaza as well. Trump Plaza. Yeah. But it's, there's like, you're right in that respect, but they're minor details to a much bigger story that just doesn't feel it. And it's just fun.
It's a great movie.
He's got to like you and then forget you the moment you've left his sight. And for God's sake, whatever you do, don't under any circumstance.
Russ.
Yeah.
Can you take a look at this?
Sure.
So from one heist to another, let me get your thoughts on The Thieves.
So do you, again, it's another big cast for The Thieves. Do you want to reel off their names?
So we should say The Thieves was dubbed as the Korean version of Ocean's 11. We'll discuss that in a minute, but in terms of cast, it also boasts Ocean's style cast as well, of all big names. So you've got Lee Jung-jae, who has been in Shinsegae. He's in, there's a Netflix drama you can catch, and I've forgotten the name of it, where he plays a congressman, which is quite gripping. But he's also a big dog, a really big actor. I kind of want to say probably, Leo. I don't want to say Leo. Someone good like Leo. Oh, maybe like a Tom Hardy. I don't know. Christian Bale, maybe not. Actually, I don't know. Anyway, he's a big box office draw in Korea, nonetheless. You've got Jun Ji-hyun and Kim Soo-hyun, who did My Love from the Stars, which is one of probably the biggest Korean dramas of ages. Like, I remember being in Hong Kong, Taiwan. It didn't matter. You saw their faces advertised everywhere. They were just huge stars. They still are. Kim Yun-sok from The Chaser, which we reviewed a few weeks ago, the main actor, he's in this. And Oh Dal-soo, that was it, from Old Boy, if you've seen him. So there was it's a real smorgasbord. I use that way too much.
Not the American version of Old Boy.
Yeah, the Cheminchik version. But yeah, it was basically, they're again a crew that brought together, aren't they?
Yeah.
To do a job in Macau, to rob a casino there. But this doesn't play out quite the same way, does it?
No. I'll be honest, I struggled with this movie.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I wanted to get into it and I wanted to like it, and I just couldn't.
Really? Okay, that's surprising.
Whether
it's better than Hyundai, the title.
I mean, maybe I was just tired, because most of the time I have to watch these movies at night, and maybe I was just too tired to fully take it in. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, but I did struggle to enjoy it.
It's a lot more different, and maybe I would say, I don't want to say authentic, because it feels authentic where Oceans is very Hollywood.
Yeah.
The fact is, the Danny Ocean in this, played by, and I'll say his name again because I don't want to say it horrible, but the guy Kim Yun-sok, he's not Danny Ocean, and basically he's looking to screw all of them over. Yeah. Where in the others, obviously Danny Ocean's like, you'll get your cut, but in true heist form, you know, should you really be trusting? You know, we did Ronin, and that was a heist film. And they get screwed over. That's it. What's in the box? It's like that.
我来帮你解。哎，不用了，我自己来可以了，谢谢。别动。
One thing about this, though, I will say, obviously, if you're familiar with Korean film, I think there's lots of things to take away from it. I think you've got jokes, they're quite racist. And not in the way that we think of racist. So, for example, Odalsu, they make a joke that he's Joseon-jok, which is a Korean that's born in China, and sort of looked down on, kind of like how we do with Scousers or Bristolians. We've just eliminated a whole audience there. And also there's, you know, the like, obviously because there's Chinese in this, they make comments about how Koreans are fake and they have plastic surgery.
Yeah, I was surprised.
But it's a massive stereotype. But one thing that this movie has that Oceans doesn't have, it's almost like two movies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
And
yeah, it definitely felt
you've got your heist, which you think is the main core of the thing, and then suddenly, and that finale, you have to agree, so they have this amazing, I want to say chase on the side of a building. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. Which you definitely didn't see coming.
Yeah, no,
it just seems insane now.
I would go with that. Yeah, it definitely is.
So, basically, a guy, Kim Yun-sok, he obviously is the guy who's screwed everyone over, so he has to escape. And not only has he got his crew after him, but he's also got the Chinese after him. And yes, there is a very, very elaborate escape.
I'm just remembering.
It's just worth watching. It's just like climbing over like AC units and stuff like that. It just seems absolutely.
And he's like, yeah, no, that was good.
That was so. There's definitely. I agree with you. It's not Oceans. I'm glad I've watched it. I remembered it being good the first time. The second time I was like, oh, but the second part, just because there was such a pause. Yeah. Forgetting about that, I did love that.
I did make sure to watch this before Oceans as well. Because I already knew Oceans. Yeah. And like, I don't want this to be tainted. But yeah, I just.
It's different. I know what you mean. I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to, but it was definitely spectacular.
최소한 우리가 본전은 해야 되니까. 조니 再见面8번째要回来.
Okay.
둘째 지영파.
But not as spectacular as Now You See Me. So, is this your first time watching Now You See Me?
No.
Okay. All right.
I thought it was, but yeah, when I started watching it, I realised, I have seen this before.
So we have a big cast in this one. So
we do indeed.
We've said so. Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Isa Fisher, Dave Franco, Mark Ruffalo, Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, and the French girl, Pepe Le Pew. Who I forget, hold on. Now You See Me.
Pepe Le Pew is male as well.
I know, I couldn't think of any French females.
And not allowed, I think, on TVs anymore. It's quite problematic if you watch.
She's not. There.
Pepe Le Pew.
Danny Radcliffe's in it as well. I bet that's any. Melanie Laurent, who was in Inglourious. Melanie, who was in Inglourious Bastards, and was great in that. So
I'm going to flip through this deck, and I want you to see one card, and not this one. That's too obvious. Pay close attention. That was too fast. I'll do it again.
Great cast. Very different kind of heist film.
Very different.
I would say this, just like Oceans, is very slick. It's very well done. And big. I would say big twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even though I'd seen it, I completely forgot what was going to happen.
To be honest, I forgot this film. I'd seen it. I'd seen the second one. I loved it. Would look forward to a third one, but I forgot. So basically, they're four magicians: Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Isa Fisher, and Dave Franco. That hopefully will be the last time I say that. They're different kinds of magicians, but they're somewhat successful in their own kind of right. Anyway, they receive a card which basically calls them all together, and a year later they're like a team of the world's best magicians and do these slick Las Vegas
big TV specials.
I think David Copperfield or David Blaine, that kind of thing.
Merrick McKinney, Daniel Atlas, Henley Reeves, Jack Wilder.
But real showmen. But they pull off a heist of a French bank.
Yeah.
And then immediately the whole film is like all about where did they do this money and what they're going to do next. And like to them it's all a game. And
an FBI agent, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, who's trying to chase him down. And then Morgan Freeman is he's like one of these magician debunkers, isn't he? Like exposing the magic circle. So it's really fun. It's a really fun film. It's I enjoyed it, and I don't think you expect it.
No, yeah, I'd definitely forgotten everything that happened in that movie. I enjoyed it with a big but. I didn't enjoy Jesse Eisenberg.
You didn't enjoy Jesse Eisenberg.
He really annoyed me.
But then to be honest, he's worse in The Social. You prefer him?
I prefer him in The Social Network, and I enjoyed him in Zombieland.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed him as Lex Luthor in the Superman movies. But just in this movie, it just annoyed. Something about his character just kind of annoyed me.
Yeah.
And it just.
I know what you mean. But that's the whole thing. He's a control freak, and he's also he's a controlling person.
Hey guys, we got a show to prepare for.
Oh, do we now?
No, don't do that. You're not doing the thing to me. No.
What thing? I'm just looking at
No, you're not.
It was, we were talking about this because there's a Conan scene in this and he comments on this, and Conan and other talk show hosts have been in films before, and it just sort of adds to the building up the character development. But I thought this was the most authentic one I'd ever seen. Like, it actually felt like I was watching Conan, even though it segues into it. The film really draws you in. You were talking about Jesse Eisenberg. See, one of my favourite scenes in that film is when he has the handcuffs on. So they're arrested after this heist, but there's no evidence of where the money is. And obviously they're handcuffed. And they all do, because they're magicians and they're so confident they're innocent, they really just enjoy their time in these holding cells, don't they? And Woody Harrelson's particularly funny, just because he's a mentalist and can read people.
He's with questions. He's constantly asking people questions and reading their reactions. Yeah, he was.
But I did like Jesse Eisenberg in that part. I like his cockiness in it, and just the fact that he's, he says, I'm one step ahead of you. I'll always be one, or 12 steps, or whatever they are. So.
He's got the FBI agent handcuffed.
So.
When he was in handcuffs. It was very good.
You'd be anywhere other than exactly where I want you to be, so come close. Get all over me, because the closer you think you are, the less you'll actually see.
I'm gonna nail you.
But like any nice heist, there's always lots of forward planning. Should be quick and clean and nice and short. So I think that brings us to the end.
Nice. It does. So, where would you rank them? What would your personal ranking be?
After talking about Now You See Me, now I'm like, that's number 2. I think I'm going to go old school. I'll go Ocean's 1. Now You See Me and The Thieves. We the same?
I was just ranking.
We the same?
Are we?
No, are we the same? What do you think?
Yours is much shorter. We've got different facial features as well. I've got a better beard. Plus a checkered shirt.
I'm a lot fatter. That's 10 days of quarantine for you, just eating bacon crisps all day and...
Everyone loves a good frazzle.
No, I was eating Walkers.
Shocking.
It's product placement. Gary Lineker.
I would be the same. Ocean's number 1. Now you see me number 2 and Thieves number 3.
There we go! Because we're together, we get it right! That is the order you should watch them in, or not at all. But if you want to watch a good heist film, I think these are 3 top draw heist films. So, and to be fair, The Thieves was better than Ronin.
Yes.
Ronin is just good for that chase.
Yeah. No, Thieves was definitely better than Ronin. Definitely better than was it Hyundai? That's a car.
Hyundai.
Thank you.
Hyundai. Hyundai is a beach.
Not to be confused.
Tidal
with
wave
Honda.
or tsunami or whatever that film decides it wants to be. We're a pretty woke world now, so it can identify as a ripple if it wants to be.
No, not a tidal wave.
A ripple in time.
But then, arguably, depending on the size of the planet, then that tidal wave could actually be a ripple.
So there you go.
But let's not even get into those semantics. Like and subscribe to the channel. Click on the little bell icon to be notified of when our next video is up, so you can go, ooh, let's see what they're waffling on about today. And that is it for me. Do you have any final words? Doctor, Mr. Professor,
Master,
Lieutenant, or in Britain it would be Lieutenant, as we are British. I think that's only in is it the Navy? I can't remember.
Okay, Mr. Junior Vice President. What are you trying to ask me?
I don't know. Do you have any final words?
Yes, next week we pit Jason versus
Goliath.
No, Winnie the Pooh. No, we have to do something like that. So we're gonna have to do something. Forrest Gump versus Freddy Krueger.
So what? Friday the 13th versus the Tigger movie. That would be.
I think we should do like the best film versus the worst film, like Avengers Endgame versus Battlefield Earth. Where did you go wrong? What did Battlefield Earth do better than Avengers Endgame? We could do that in all of them. Like that could be our new thing.
I can't. There is nothing. There is nothing in the. I've not even seen it, and I already know that there is nothing in Battlefield Earth that would have been done better than Avengers.
Have you seen Battlefield Earth?
No.
How can you comment?
Because it's just a known fact. I do remember going to Blockbusters and always seeing it on the shelf.
Yeah, me too.
With John Travolta in that weird alien makeup.
It was I'm sure his hair is cultural appropriation. He had like
was it hair?
Dreads,
it
cornrows.
might just be. It might not be hair. It just might be how the alien body grows. But who knows?
Who knows? But not according to Tomorrow World.
Tomorrow World?
Yeah, they're aliens. They're different.
You're thinking of Tomorrow War.
Tomorrow War. Sorry, Tomorrow World.
Different.
Tomorrow World. No, Double World. What's Tomorrow World? Oh my god!
I have no idea. Isn't that a Disney movie? Tomorrow.
Oh
World?
yeah, with George Clooney. Yeah, that was alright.
There we go. We managed to link it. In some
there we
way.
go. Oh my gosh, we've watched far too many films.
Tomorrow World. I don't think it got very good reviews.
It's all a blur.
I'm trying to think if I think I saw part of it, and I
feel like we could be the. I remember going on IMDb once, and this guy was complaining that someone had done the best films ever. And it was all films from like the last 30, 40 years. They're like, there are better films that exist beyond that. But
yeah, I
feel like there's so many people who are experts on this I think there are people who could definitely review classic films. And I think there's definitely an audience for that and a niche for that. I totally respect that. But just like ours.
Do you know what film I've never made it to the end of?
What?
Independence Day, Resurgence or Regurgence, or whatever the hell it's called.
I've not even seen it. So
I've tried it 3 times and I've never made it to the end.
Is Will Smith in that?
No, because he went no. Yeah. I'm not doing this movie.
It's funny. I was like that with Lost World for a while.
They make a reference to him in it because the main character is his son.
Yeah.
Or playing his characters. We need to watch it. We need to watch it because I've never made it to the end. Just awful.
I'm watching the Hitman Bodyguard's wife, and they make a point towards Armageddon, which is reference to it. But we'll review that another time.
Yeah.
But
There we go. There we have it.
That's it.
Our thoughts on
Too many films, not enough time.
Jinx. So yeah, did I say like and subscribe? I did say like
You
and
did.
subscribe, but I'll say it again. Like and subscribe, and click on the little bell icon to be notified of when the next awesome video is up. That's my words, no one else's. So you've had your final thoughts. I've done the promotion. That is it.
We've done it all.
We've done it all. Should we leave? We're going to leave. I'm going to leave. You leave. No.
Get out of
it's
my
compound.
house.
You leave.
Yeah, my compound has a big black van with a red stripe down it.
Sounds a little bit stalkery.
And grey leather seats. And if you open the back, there's an old guy with an Uzi.